Hello. This video tutorial is to show you how to use the California Department of Social Services State Hearings Division Decision Registry. The website to access this registry is at acms.dss.gov/acms/page.requests.do page equal public.decision registry, and that's located right up here in the URL. Once you get to this page, the first thing you're going to need to do is to fill in the CAPTCHA just to make sure that we have a human being using this site and not a bot. Also, there is one instruction on this page that says please use Chrome, Firefox, or Edge browsers when you're trying to access the decision registry. Those browsers have been tested to display the information on the page properly. We do not recommend using Microsoft Internet Explorer as it's no longer supported and it won't display these pages properly. So let's go ahead and type in the CAPTCHA. This is not case sensitive, so if you just type it in lowercase and hit enter or the submit button, that'll take you to the decision registry. There are a few instructions on this page, a reminder about which browsers are acceptable, also how you should enter information in one or more of these search fields, so you could use these different search fields that you see in the middle of the page, and you can just fill out one search field or multiple search fields. You don't have to fill them all out, so you can pick and choose what type of information you see. Once you're done putting in the information you'd like, then what you're going to do is hit this search button, the blue search button found kind of in the bottom left hand corner of the page, and that will give you your search results. And I'll demonstrate that. Then you'll have a download button, and that'll be over on the right hand side of your search results, where you can download any particular decision that you come across if you would like. If you get a list of decisions, you do a search, and you like that search and you want to maybe do that search multiple times, you can copy the link to the results. If you want to share your search results with someone, you can give them that link and they can access the same results as you got with your search. The use of this decision registry is free, and you may print the hearing decisions at your own cost. Counties with small populations are not listed individually under responsible agencies. Let me show you what that looks like. So here under the responsible agency field, all the counties in California are listed, but we've combined some of the counties, the smaller counties, just to protect the privacy of individuals that file for hearings in those counties. So those smaller counties are all grouped under this heading that says no name counties. And that says that right here on this second to the bottom or third to the bottom bullet point. Multiple issue codes may be entered using a single search by pressing the tab or the space bar after entering the 3 or 4-digit issue code. So what that means is when you're searching issue codes right here, this field, and if you need a definition of the different codes, you can click on this link and you'll get those definitions. But let's just say you want to search multiple issue codes, then what you're going to do is enter the issue code that you want to search on, and then you can hit the tab button on your keyboard, or you can hit a space bar. So either way, you're going to get that delineation between the different codes. So for what I've entered here, the 131 and 552, that's going to search those codes in the decision registry, and you'll get the results down here in this grid-like area. All right, users can also contact SHE directly to get copies of a decision in accessible alternative formats such as large print, or to make other requests for data, including Public Records Act requests. All right, so let's try doing a search on some different decisions. So this field right here, decision released after, it's a date field. So you select a date. So I am going to go back to, let's say, November, decisions released after November 1st. So you select it on the calendar, it fills it in down here. You can also do decisions released before. I want decisions released before January 1st, 2021. So I'm going to get all the decisions right now. If I hit search, I'm going to get all the decisions that have been released between November 1st, 2020 and January 1st, 2021. You can also select program. So here are all the different programs that are available to you. Let's say I'm just interested in decisions that were released for CalFresh, the CalFresh program. And then you can see that the CalFresh program is highlighted here. You can also pick, let's say I want CalFresh and CalWorks. So you can make multiple selections here as well. The disposition is the disposition of the decision. So if I'm interested in looking for decisions released between these two dates that are CalFresh or CalWorks, but I'm only interested in the granted decisions, you can select grant, and then that will show you only the granted decisions. Again, just like in the program, you can select multiple. Maybe I want to see grants and partial grants. Responsible agency, I kind of hit on that earlier, and this is where you can pick a specific county that you want to see decisions for. So I'm looking for decisions during these dates, CalWorks, CalFresh that are grant or partial grant, but I'm only interested in, say, Fresno County. I can click that. Like the other two fields, you can have multiple selections. Let's just say Fresno and Orange. So the counties I've selected appear right there. Now, if I do know the state hearing number, the case number for a decision that I'm interested in, you can enter that in there as well. And that's going to, I hope I have enough numbers in there, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, too many. And that's going to find that specific case's decision. Now, this probably won't work for the search that I have in here currently, because if this decision was not released between these two dates, and it's not a CalFresh or CalWorks, a grant or partial grant, and it's not from either of these counties, I'm going to get zero hits for this search. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the case number blank. Now, issue codes, I've also kind of talked about that a little bit earlier. If you know the issue code that you're looking for, you can enter it here. If you have multiple issue codes, you can just hit the space bar or the tab and enter all the different issue codes that you're interested in looking for. If you are looking for decisions with cases that had an organizational authorized representative, and those are those professional advocate agencies that represent claimants during these types of appeals, you can select yes or no with that. So if you're looking for just cases that had representation, then you can hit yes. Or if you don't care, you can just leave it blank. All right, so now that I have my selections here, I am going to hit the search button and see how many hits I get. And I don't know if I'm going to get any. Doesn't look like I'm getting any. So let me clear out. Let's just say I'm looking for not these specific counties. I'm just looking for any county. So let me hit search. There we go. All right. So it's showing me decisions that were released between November 1st and January 1st. And they're only showing me the CalWorks, CalFresh decisions, and that are grants or partial grants. So here's my list. It looks like I have 13 cases. that fit these criteria that I had put in here. Right now, I can see 10 of the 13 cases. If I'd like to see the last 3, I go to the bottom right-hand corner and click on this page 2, and that shows me the last 3. So let's go over some of these fields. So the release date, of course, that's pretty self-explanatory. The release date of the decision, the program, the disposition. These are things that we've already selected up here in our search criteria. Here are the different issue codes for these particular decisions. The responsible agency, the organization. I had selected yes for AR organization. These are the organizations that represented the claimant in these particular decisions. If the hearing was conducted in a foreign language or had an interpreter, you'll know here. These are all English language cases. Looks like there's a couple of Russian cases there. Here are the case numbers for these different appeals. And if you are interested in looking at specifically at one of these cases, you can just hit this download button and you'll get a copy of the decision. Same thing, page 2. All right, let's just say I have a nice list here and this is wonderful and I want to share this list with a colleague or a friend. I can copy a link to these results and now I have it copied. I can paste that into an email and then send it off to my colleague or friend, and they can click on that link and come right here to this page. They won't have to fill out any of the search criteria up at the top, and they'll get this whole these 13 cases that you had found. If you want to see all 13 cases on one page, there's this little feature right here that you can just bump up to 25, and that'll show 25 cases. There's one caveat I do want to tell you about. If you run a search and there is over 100 cases that fit your search criteria, you're only going to see the first 100 hits. So it's probably best to narrow your search down so that you get more of a bite-sized set of search results. Let's just say out of all of these cases, you are looking for a particular type of case. For example, let's say you want to, I want to see any cases that were represented by the coalition of California. Okay, so there you go. You start typing in this search box, and it's going to bring up the CCWRO cases. Okay, well that's pretty self-explanatory for how to use the decision registry. I hope you enjoyed this demonstration. If you do have any questions about how to use the decision registry, you can contact the ACMS team at acms@dss.ca.gov, and we'll be happy to assist you.